I am Chetan. I am based in Noida. I am managing trustee of eGangotri Digital Preservation Trust. And I'm here on the invitation of Martin Gluckman. And I hope to network and meet other people in the field of digitally enabling Indian language text corpus and other technological innovations and advancements, and to study them and meet the people who are directly responsible. So I'm professionally a programmer. I was for a long time based in Singapore, and then thanks to COVID, which was like a honeymoon of sorts, because I became a digital nomad, only because everybody had to work from home, and people were for the management was okay if that home is like any part of the world. And then I got to hop around many countries, East Europe, South America, and then later I just came back to Noida, my hometown. That's where I've been for a year. But that's my personal thing. But then I've been running eGangotri Trust for more than 13 years. And my dream is that no Sanskrit book should be not in its digital form. And whatever analog data that is out there, it is like given to so few. And if this traditional model of information and data only in their book analog forms persists, what happens is that like knowledge is in the hand of a few specialists only because they have a personal library and access to some other books in their libraries. But in the scheme of things, where there are 7 billion people on this planet, and the way the modern economy works, like maybe going to a library to read a book for 30 minutes could actually be a 4 hour of a logistic time hassle. And nobody can afford that. And if you operate on that model, people pursuing knowledge will hurt their time and energies. Like, think of this, like average salaries in New York are $25 an hour. And people still sleep in their cars. So imagine that person who wants to read a yoga manual, and he needs to go to the Library of Congress. And it's open Monday to Friday, and there's like rush hour traffic. So to reach and read a book, he wastes like 4 to 5 hours, which is 5 or 6 hours multiplied by $25. So he's lost $150 to read a book which maybe cost $5 or $10 in the market. And for example, if we say, okay, it's available on Amazon, he orders it. So he doesn't waste any time to get that book, but maybe that's the book he doesn't want to read. So he has wasted 3-4 days in getting a book which he doesn't want to read, which is not relevant to his research. And what does that book do? It just lies on his shelf. Eventually, it will be donated to a library or recycled as toilet paper, as happens. So you see, this analog model cannot work and be optimal. So thank God as I keep saying, we live in very good times. We live in very good times. Like, it's like Ram Raja, El Dorado, you name it, all those legends that there will be a perfect time. It's actually come. Yes, there are still wars, there are still all the meanness there, but there isn't things like, somebody is dying and thirsting for knowledge and is not getting it. Thanks to technology, that's why everybody now has a mobile phone, and they have the tools, and a mobile phone is the most powerful thing on the planet. So yes, I want to facilitate and assist this transition from analog to digital. And it's a highly, highly rewarding work, mentally and psychically. See, I think Sanskrit is like a magical language. Basically, when the great masters of the past, when they had their great nirvanic experiences, their highest states of consciousness, and when that was recorded in the Sanskrit language, the energies were seeped and encoded in the matrix of the text. Imagine why, when somebody tells you, chant this text, he does not expect you to know the meaning, he does not need expect you to understand it anyway, he just wants you to chant it. Or if you engage it as a semantic text where you read it to understand the meaning. like you are immersed in a matrix of those high conscious vibrations. So it is fit in, like it's like you go to a garden and there is some areas where you feel high power, because there's high powers in that geolocation, in that garden, in that nook, that spot, that corner. So you go for a journey, 30 minutes, and you come out so refreshed, highly elevated. A text is something similar in another domain and space. They have these high vibrations, these high states of consciousness embedded, and it's in their matrix, in that mandala of textual mandala. So you are getting immersed in that. So once that book is online and anybody can read it, like you are giving that gift to every sentient being on the planet. So that's what keeps me motivated. That's why I find it worthwhile putting so much time, energy, and money in this, because I know what it will give to the universe at large. I'm like a squirrel who's just picking up all these seeds and acorns and inadvertently causing a forest, a jungle to be dispersal of the trees. So a squirrel can make a difference. Like we all know how honeybees pollinate. Honeybees are what makes civilization, humanity, everything possible. Honeybees. So we are so insignificant and tiny, but the effect is so powerful. So that's how I see it. And as I said, it's very well rewarding. Like at the end of the day, when you sleep or you think about it, oh my God, that amazing text is now out there. Like millions can talk about it.